Hi guys, so this is going to be my introduction video to this channel. I know it's not the first video because, well, maybe it will be. I don't know what order I'm going to actually upload in, but I did just film a video introducing my Project Pan for this year. This is the first year I'm doing it, but I'm hoping to continue it after that. So if you want to watch that video, go check that out. But then I realized, like, I haven't even made a video introducing myself, so nobody even knows, like, who I am or anything about me. So I thought I can do them sort of together. So I'm going to do this one as, like, a getting ready with me. I've got my mirror here, got my stuff out, and I want to show you guys the colors that I'm working with for my Project Pan, those eyeshadows or whatever. So I just drew these randomly. All the explanation of what this project is like in the other video, so if you want to check that out, go check that out. But essentially I'm trying to hit pan on certain shades in my collection. And these are the ones I randomly drew. I just swatched them on my hand. So I'm doing 8. Some people do 5. I just have a lot of eyeshadow, so I thought might as well do 8. And I've got a fair bit of time to try and hit pan on these because I'm doing my first update in February, beginning of February. So I've got some time to hit pan on some of these shades, and I really hope I do. All right, so I've already put on my foundation and complexion products basically. So I'm just gonna get right into doing my rest of my makeup look while I introduce myself to you guys. So should I reveal my real name? Yeah, sure. So my name's Jessica. The only people that are probably watching this probably know me in real life anyways, so, like, who am I trying to kid? But, yeah, so my name's Jessica. I am in my 20s. I am a wedding photographer. That's what I do for a living. And wow, I'm, like, ducking right out of frame. Let me change this setup. Sorry, guys. Pause. Maybe if I stack some stuff, I can have... Can you tell I'm new to this? Like, this is just... That's a little better. Okay. So, yeah, I'm a wedding photographer. That's what I do for a living. Did you hear that? That was my cat. I have 3 cats. Might as well go there next. So I have 3 cats. 2 of them are kittens, and one is about 3.5, almost 4. So maybe I'll introduce them at some point in the video if they come over here. If they walk by me, I'll pick them up and show you. Or you might see them in the background. I live in Ontario, Canada. So I know not a lot of YouTubers are out my way. Most people on this platform, I feel like, are American. At least the ones that I watch are American. And, like, does everybody live in LA? Like, has anyone else noticed that? Like, I watch, like, a very wide variety of content on YouTube, and, like, literally everyone, excuse me, everyone I watch is like, yep, so I live in LA, and I'm like, is LA just, is that it for the US? Like, everybody just freaking lives in LA. But nope, I live in Ontario, Canada, and it is currently December, so living here sucks because we have really short days. We have really short days. It gets dark by like 4:30. And it's cold. There's snow. I mean, the snow just melted because we had a couple of warm days. And by warm, I mean, like, my cats are so loud. Okay, sorry, guys. By warm, I mean, like, it was like +7 Celsius. So I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. You'll have to do the conversion yourself. But it's not that warm. Like, for us in December, it's warm, but for you guys, you're probably like, that is not warm at all. I really hope you guys can hear the cats because they're kind of adorable. They're just climbing in our Christmas tree right now and whining up a storm. That is Maverick. He's one of the kittens. And I don't know why he's whining. He, I think, wants somebody to come play with him in the tree. But, yeah, he's just whining up a storm. And he just knocked one of the ornaments down. See, this is my life right now, dealing with these kittens. I think he's going to fall out of the tree. He's going to fall out of the tree. He's falling. He's falling. Oh my goodness. I should honestly just have like a Christmas tree cam like set up so you guys can see what they're doing. But so what I'm doing right now is just my eyebrows. I'm not gonna lie, eyebrows are not my forte. I don't really know what I'm doing with my eyebrows, like in terms of I can never make them like shaped really nice like a lot of YouTubers, but I just kind of fill them in, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil in medium brown. I love this product. I just hate the price tag because it's so expensive, and I hate spending a lot of money on makeup. So but I do like that it has like the little brush, like the spoolie or whatever, like as part of it, because it honestly works better than one that I bought separately. So it's not bad. Okay, so so let's talk about why I'm making this YouTube channel. So as a wedding photographer, I do experience a bit of a major slowdown in the wintertime, because in Canada, in the weather that we're getting right now, nobody wants to get married in this time of year. There are a few like winter weddings, but for the most part, everyone, I don't know how it is in other parts of the world, but here anyways, everyone gets married in the summer, in the spring, summer, fall. Winter just is dead. It's like very much like dead season for me. So I do have a little bit more time. So that's part of the reason. I also do like have, you know, makeup is sort of a hobby of mine. I collect a lot of makeup. I have a lot of makeup. And then I found this Project Pan community, I guess you could say. And I thought it was so interesting, like, because a lot of makeup YouTubers tend to push, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, like, they want you to buy stuff. They're reviewing new releases. They're, like, basically influencing people to buy new makeup all the time, even if they can't afford it. And it's like, I have been sucked into that myself. Like, sorry, Mom. That's the, reason I ended up with such a massive makeup collection in the first place. And then I came across this Project Pan idea, and it's like to just use up the makeup you already own, which is amazing, because like, duh, of course I want to do that. So it kind of inspired me to try and do that. It's kind of like one of my New Year's resolutions. This year I'm actually going to do another video about my like full New Year's resolutions, including like work goals, including personal goals that are outside of, you know, using my makeup, because that's kind of a pretty lame one. And I'm hoping that it'll spark some New Year's resolution ideas in you guys, because honestly, people like bash New Year's resolutions as being dumb and like useless and nobody sticks to them and stuff, which is like, there is some truth to that. I mean, there are a lot of people who don't end up meeting their goals, but like, honestly, as long as you try, I feel like it was worthwhile. Like, if you're trying to improve yourself in any way, why not? Like, everybody, there's always room for improvement with everybody. Nobody's a perfect person. Everybody has things they could work on, and if you think you don't have things you need to work on, just go and ask somebody in your life, like, what do I need to work on? Because I'm telling you, you do. Like, everybody does. Everybody. There's always room for improvement, is my point. Okay, so this is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's just the sample size that I'm about to put on my eyelids before I start adding the shadows. Yeah, so that's kind of why I made this YouTube channel. I thought it might be fun. Like, I have really been inspired by a lot of smaller creators lately, because I actually watch more smaller creators than I do big creators. Like, I know I like Shane Dawson, and he's like one of the biggest creators on the platform. But other than that, and like a select few other big YouTubers, like the majority of what I watch is smaller creators. And when I say small creators, what I mean is not extremely small, but like I would say between like 15,000 and 100,000, maybe 200,000 subscribers. So like maybe medium size, I guess would be a better term. And I thought like it might be fun to just try and I don't have any kind of expectation that I'm gonna reach 100,000 subscribers. That's not gonna happen just because I don't have the time to dedicate to producing that quality of content and that volume of content because I work. So I'm not crazy. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. But even just having like a really small following, like it's kind of cool to like be part of a community, and it's fun. It'll keep me accountable to my goals. So that's kind of a big part of it too. There's something stuck to my eye. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm making this YouTube channel. And I feel like it's weird talking, like I feel very uncomfortable talking to a camera. I don't talk to myself or to a camera on a regular basis. So it's very strange. It's very strange, and I hope that I get better at it because I know this is cringy as hell to watch. Like, I know I'm being, like, firstly, I'm not looking at the camera. Like, 90% of the time I keep looking at myself in the, in the, like, playback on my computer, so I need to work on that. But, yeah, so sorry if this is cringy. I'm trying to think of what else I can tell you guys about myself. Like, it feels weird introducing myself to, like, literally nobody, because there's nobody here. Okay, I'm gonna start my eye look, and just a reminder, these are the shadows I'm trying to pan. Gosh, this is so hard to do. So I'm gonna start with, I think I'm gonna start with this pink shade right here. You can almost barely see it, but that's why I wanna use it like all over, like up on my brow bone, and just to set the primer. So let me find that shade. That was in the big palette. It's an unnamed, sorry guys, I'm leaning like right out of the thing. It's an unnamed shade, so that's why I didn't say the shade name. It doesn't have a name. It is just in this big Sephora Chroma Color palette. And I hate this thing. That's why I'm panning it. I want to get rid of it. It is so big. It is so big and bulky and hard to work with, so I'm over it. Essentially, I'm just over it. So I just used this Sephora brush. I'm pretty sure this came in the Chroma Color palette actually, and it's the best part about the palette is the brush, because it's like actually my favorite brush to use. It's got like a softer side and then like a more stiff side, and that could just be due to use. Like I might have just used this side more and it's kind of softened over time. I don't really remember when I started using it, but all right, so let's go in with that shade. It's very similar, this color, I don't know in terms of formula, but it's very similar in color to My Pills from the Conspiracy palette. Like it's almost like a dupe for that. It's like a very pale pink, beige, and it's matte, so that's why I like to use it as like a base. So I'm just gonna do that all over the lid. Let's see how this performs. Like it's not terrible. I don't hate it. It is very, like, there is quite a noticeable, I know the lighting, I'm like sitting right by a window and it's a bit much, like lighting wise, like it's blowing me right out. Like maybe I don't even need this light, and it doesn't really make a difference in the camera though. All right, whatever, it is what it is. All right, so what else can I tell you guys about myself? Well, I don't know. See, this is why I should have planned this out. I'm not much of a planner. I'm sure you can hear that in the background. That's my cat. Can you see her? See, okay, let me introduce my cats when they occasionally pop on screen. So that little black one right there, playing with a Christmas tree ornament. I mean, it's my fault for getting birds as the ornaments, like with cats. That was stupid. Anyway, that's Luna. She is one of the kittens. We have two kittens. They're about 4 months old now. One's black, one's tabby. And then the adult cat is a dilute tortie. So she's just kind of, she's interesting looking. You'll see her if she comes on screen. I will introduce the others as they appear, but we did have another cat. her name was Stella, and that was before we got the kittens. We only had two. We had Alaska, which is the adult cat we still have, and then we had Stella, which was actually 6 months older than Alaska. And unfortunately, Stella had some health problems, and she was in fact born with a birth defect, and so she actually passed away. We had to put her down last month or 2 months ago. Which was heartbreaking for us, and that's how we ended up with the new kittens, because we kind of we thought it would help us because we were really sad about losing Stella. So anyway, I don't want to get that serious in this video, get super down. Okay, so I'm done with that shadow for today's look. This is going to take a long time to hit pan on, unfortunately, and I hate using it. It's just so big. It's so annoying. Okay, I'm done with you. So next I'm going to go in with, just taking a look at my, I want to do Just a Theory because that's this shade right here and I love it, but I'm thinking like practically here, and the pans in the Conspiracy palette are so large that I know it's going to take forever to hit pan if I decide to go with that one. So I might go in with, I don't even know. I think I might do the Coastal Scents one instead. This is the peachy copper. So I'm going to go with that just on the lid over top. I mean, should I though? No, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm doing it. Going in with Just a Theory. Just a Theory. It just goes better with the pink, I think. Like, it's got more pink in it. The other one's a little too orange, I feel. And so it's gonna, like, look weird with the pink that I just put on. So, I got my palette here, my Conspiracy palette. So Just a Theory is the second from the end. It's, right there. And I love this palette, so I don't even feel bad about using it. So same brush, just I just kind of dusted it off, and now I'm going in with this one. The colors are very similar, so it's not a huge deal. So if you guys have any ideas of topics you want me to cover in some future videos, like, I'm very much open to that, because like I said, this is a new experiment. This whole making YouTube videos is new for me, so I'm kind of drawing a blank. Like, I have some ideas of the kind of videos I'd like to make, but if there's specific content that somebody out there wants to see, I would be happy to do that. I need all the ideas I can get, so but how are you guys doing, like, in terms of preparation for the holidays? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I am so ready. I do work, like, doing photo booths for, like, corporate Christmas parties. That's kind of like my side gig when I'm not doing weddings. So I do have that coming up this weekend, and that is my last weekend of work. And then I'm off for the holidays, so I'm pretty excited. Like, I'm super excited about it, actually. I've been trying to make plans with, like, some of my friends to, like, hang out, because literally when summer hits and I'm in peak wedding season, I just go full hermit. Like, it's sad. Like, I neglect my friendships so hard, and, like, I feel terrible about it, but I get so busy. And that's the thing, is, like, when you work in an industry that's seasonal like that, you have to, because it's like, if you think about it, you guys, like, I'm not going to be making any income, like, from December to, like, May. So I really have to, like, go hard in, like, the on season so that I can afford to feed myself in the off season, because I'm self-employed. Like, I own my own business, I guess. It feels weird saying that. Like, I'm basically a sole proprietor. Like, I don't have employees or anything. It's not like a corporation. I'm a one-man show, but I am considered, I guess, an entrepreneur. So I don't get benefits. Oh, going out of focus. I don't know what I did. Oh well, sorry, just gonna go with it. I don't get benefits, although I am covered through my husband's, thank God, because I don't know what I would do otherwise. I don't get, you know, paid vacation. I don't get any of that stuff. I have to pay taxes. Well, everyone has to pay taxes, but I mean, I don't get my taxes deducted at source the way you would if you were an employee. So like where you would just get a T4 and then at the end of the year they just make sure that your employee took off the right amount, and like basically there's not a lot of surprises if you're already getting your taxes deducted, because it's usually like it's only off by like a little bit, so you might get a little bit of money back or you might have to pay a little bit of money. But when you're like a sole proprietor, you have to keep track of all that yourself and you're not paying taxes at source. So then when the tax time comes around, you get slammed. Like the government's like, oh hey, you haven't been paying taxes all year, like you owe us like X amount of thousands of dollars. So I have to kind of prepare for that, and it gets to the point where like I just can't in good conscience, I can't turn down work in the summer because I want to hang out with my friends. It's just not realistic. So now that it's almost holiday time, I have this one more weekend coming up, like I said, this weekend coming up of work, and then I'm off and I'm trying to see everybody that is important in my life, because it's going to be fleeting, and I know like this downtime always goes by so much quicker than you think it would. It's like in the blink of an eye I'm gonna be busy again. So okay, so that's just a theory. It's a lot more orange, it looks, than I thought it would, so that's okay. I'm okay with it. Okay, now I want to put like a highlight kind of on the brow bone. So I don't think any of my shades that I'm trying to pan would really work for that. There isn't really like a highlight shade there. So I'm just going to go into a different, you know, different palette. Just let's see what I can find here. Maybe I'll try and use this blue. Like, I hate blue eyeshadow. This is what I said in my, like when I drew this color. There it is. When I drew that color, I was just like, oh God, no. Because I hate it. But should I use it? No, maybe not today. I've got all month to try and like hit pan on that. So I'm very intimidated by blue eyeshadow. I feel like it looks terrible on me. So I'm going to grab just the Naked palette. And I'm going to take the very lightest shade, the Virgin shade. And I'm just going to put that on my like brow bone. So same brush again, I'm just dusting it off on my, I'm totally not dusting it off on my pants. I'm still wearing my pajama pants, not gonna lie, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah, I like how that goes with the rest of the colors here. So yeah, I've already done all my Christmas shopping in preparation for just wanting to chill over the Christmas time. I just wanted to get the shopping out of the way, and like with online shopping these days, it's so easy. I don't even think I set foot, like I think I went to an actual brick and mortar store like maybe 2 or 3 times, which is not a lot considering I used to do all my shopping that way, and it was like several trips like to malls and stuff. And this year I got most of my gifts online, which is amazing, and I might do a video about the gifts that I got for people, but obviously I won't be able to post that until after they get them, because if they watch the video, that's gonna ruin it. But I'm pretty excited. I love giving gifts, and I like to try and put thought into it if I can, but some people are very hard to buy for in my life. In particular, like ladies, I don't know if you agree, but why are guys so hard to buy for? Like, I swear I have 3 men in my life to buy gifts for this year. I have my husband, my dad, and my brother-in-law, and they were like the hardest people to shop for. Like, I swear, like I had to like ask my mom and ask my sister, like, what does your husband want? Like, I don't know. So it was very difficult, and my own husband is very difficult because when he wants something, he just goes and gets it. Like, he doesn't wait for like an occasion. He'll just be like, oh, I want this, I'm just gonna go buy it. So I'm going to now go in with inner corner. I'm going to use this hard candy quad, just because they're baked shadows and they're really shimmery, and I kind of like that on the inner corner. So I'm gonna go with the lightest shade in there. There's no shade name, but it's the lightest shade. And I'm just gonna use another kind of brush. I have like a very small, this brush, it's very tiny. It's like a shitty brush. It's like from the dollar store or something. I don't have expensive brushes. But anyway, I don't know if other married people can relate to this, but I feel like once you're married, getting gifts is like stupid. Like, it's not stupid. Like, I love it. It's so nice to like get a gift for your spouse and like make them feel good. Like, obviously that's amazing. I love that. But it's stupid in the sense that like, if you're already sharing money, like, it's like you're basically that's like me taking your money and going to the mall and buying you something and being like, here you go. Like, it's just kind of like, well, yeah, except you just used my money to get that. So like, since we share funds, it makes it even more pressure to get a good gift that I know he's gonna like, because if it's something he doesn't like, then I literally wasted his money. Like, you know, and I say his money, I mean our money, of course, but you know what I mean. Like, how much would it suck if somebody took your money and went and bought you something and it was not even something you want, and you have to like pretend to like it, and you're like, oh, thanks, like, for wasting my money, like, you know what I mean? So it's very, I don't know, stressful, I guess. Like, just because I want to make sure that he likes it, and we're both like very open with each other about like communicating and stuff. So if I got him something and he really didn't like it, like, he would just say, I really don't want this, and like, in a nice way, of course, but like, and then we could return it and I guess hypothetically get the money back. But then that's just like such a hassle, and it's like a whole thing. Okay, my outer corner I'm gonna do with this shade, and it's the Coastal Scents Chocolate Berry. So it ends up being like more annoying than it's worth when you have to like return stuff, and like, I don't know. So that's why my main reason why I struggle with his gift. Okay, let's see how this goes. Like, a lot of these shades that I picked for my Project Pan, I've actually never even used. Like, like I said, I have almost 500 different colors of eyeshadow, so there's no way I could have used them all, and I haven't. So it's gonna be interesting to like really get to play around with these. Like, I'm liking this. I wish the camera showed it better. Like, my webcam is not good. Like, it's okay. It's not terrible. It's an external one, because the one built into my laptop is like absolutely terrible. So this one's like an upgrade from that, but it's still like, you're not getting the best representation of like the way the look is like shaping up, you know? But it is what it is. Like I said, this is just a hobby for me. I'm not going to go out and buy expensive equipment just for this. So, I mean, unless you guys, you know, want to pay me. But no, for now, no. But yeah, so I'd love to know in the comments, like, what kind of gifts you guys got for your loved ones. Like, in particular for men in your life. Because, like, I always find guys so hard to shop for. Like, I know I'm a true, like, girly girl, I guess you could say. Girly girl isn't even the right way to put it. Like, I have like a tomboyish personality, I guess, but I'm a girl's girl. Like, I know what kind of products like girls appreciate. At least I think I do. So I feel like I'm pretty decent at getting gifts for my sister and my mom, and like I actually got a gift for a couple of my friends this year. I don't usually get gifts for my friends just because we're all adults, and what that means is we all have lots of bills and expenses and stuff. Like, we're not like teenagers anymore. We don't have a lot of disposable income to just buy our friends gifts and stuff. So I don't usually buy my friends gifts, and they don't usually buy me gifts just because it's not practical. But I saw the cutest thing this year. I'm definitely gonna do a video where I talk about what I bought people stuff, because I got this, like, I found this thing and it totally suckered me in. It was like a Facebook ad, honestly, is where I found it. But I saw it and I was like, that is so us. That is so like our squad and like our friendship. So I just went and I got it, and I think they're gonna really like it. I'll show you that in another video, which I guess I can link below. I keep making all these promises and I haven't even uploaded a single video to YouTube yet. I've never even tried it. So if I can figure out how to link it below, I will link it below. But yeah, I feel like I'm good at getting gifts for girls. Like, you know, girls are easy, and guys always make it sound like, oh, girls are so hard to shop for and blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, they're not. Like, get them makeup, get them jewelry, get them chocolates, get them flowers. Like, those are like 4 super cliche, super obvious gift ideas that everybody knows that girls like. So what's the problem? Go and get that. It's pretty easy. But and yeah, I've put my Christmas tree up in my house, even though we do Christmas, my family does Christmas a little bit. I mean, I don't know if this is unusual. I think it's pretty normal, but the way my family does Christmas is it's kind of evolved over the years because our family has grown, obviously. Well, let me do this chronologically. So before my sister and I were married, we're both married now. Before we were married, we would just go to my parents for Christmas, and it was pretty standard. And then I got married, and my sister got married, and now we both have our spouse's holiday to consider as well, because like once you're married, you gotta kind of, like, it depends if you want to do it in every other year, like alternating kind of an idea, or if you want to pick a different day and one family gets Boxing Day and one family gets Christmas, and yeah, it just gets complicated. So the way we do it now, at least for me, is my husband and I, we live a couple hours from my parents. So we typically drive up there, or down there, I guess. If you want to look at a map, it's actually down there. We drive over to my parents on Christmas Eve, spend the night that night, and then we are there Christmas morning to do like all the gifting and the brunch. Like, my mom makes like a really awesome brunch. She like cooks these like eggs Benedict and makes these homemade cinnamon buns, and my mom's a really good cook, so we get a lot of delicious food. Just finishing up my coffee. All right, I will continue that story in a moment. I think this is it. Like, I know I'm not being super creative, but this is like a pretty basic, like, everyday look, and I'm just gonna keep it there. I like it like that, so I'm just going to start doing my liner. And the liner I use is this drugstore brand, but I don't mind it. I think for the money, it's pretty good. It does tend to run a lot if you like cry or if your eyes water or anything. Like, it'll be all over your face. But if you're pretty sure that's not gonna happen, then it's not bad at all. So this is the Revlon Color Stay liquid liner. So I'm just gonna go in with that. But yeah, so my husband and I are there for Christmas morning, and last year it was, or sorry, 2 years ago, that's how, like, my sister was there and that's how we did it, but that was before she met her husband. So now that she is married too, she and her husband tends to do a lot of family stuff, like holiday, Christmas stuff. So like now it's going to be a little bit different. So they're going to be joining us on Christmas Day as well, but I think they're coming a little bit later in the day. Like, I think they're coming at like lunchtime and staying for, obviously we do like a big Christmas dinner, like a turkey and stuff, so I think they're definitely coming for that part of the day. But my husband and I will be there earlier because my husband, his mom visits, like does a Christmas visit on Boxing Day, so it actually works out really well for us as a couple, because there's no fighting over like where are we going to spend Christmas Day, because obviously that can be a little bit contentious if you both want to spend it with your own family, and then it's like a negotiation. But we never have that problem because his mom always comes on Boxing Day, which is amazing because it makes it so much easier for us. And she goes over to my husband's sister's. She lives in like very close to us, so it's convenient for his mom to just go over and visit with her and then come visit us, like with us. So it works out really, really well. But it does mean we have to leave my parents' house after Christmas dinner and like go home that night. But that's okay. I mean, they're not that far away. Like, they're a couple hours drive. They're not like a 5-hour drive or anything. So it's not too bad. Yeah, and then that's kind of how we do Christmas. In past years, like last year, for example, it always depends on if I have work too, because occasionally there will be some weddings over the Christmas holiday. Like, people tend to sometimes try and do their wedding then. So last year I had a couple of weddings that I had to do over the Christmas holiday. So it kind of messed up our plans a little bit. But this year I'm pretty excited because I don't have any weddings. And like, I've done weddings on like New Year's Eve and like stuff like that. And this year I just like really lucked out, I guess, in a way. I mean, I'm not getting paid as much, so it's not like super lucked out, but like I just got lucky with being able to actually have my holidays and enjoy them and not have to shoot a wedding on like New Year's Eve. And not that I really do anything for New Year's Eve, but like between Christmas and New Year's Eve. So that's kind of my plans for the holidays. Like, I would love to hear what you guys do. In the comments, like, basically just comment. I just want some engagement on this video. But you can just comment that this video sucks. I don't even care. It probably does. It's going on very long, but yeah, so I'm pretty excited about Christmas. And I'm excited to start 2020. I've got a lot of work for next year, which is really good. I'm relatively new to... Oh, is there another kitty I can introduce you guys to? No, he's not in frame yet. Come here. Come here. Oh, I got him. I got him. So this is another one of the... Oh, he dropped his toy. Now he's going crazy. This is another one of the kittens. So Luna was the black one. This is Maverick, and he is the tabby. Right? Oh, yes, he wants down so bad. Okay, here you go. Go on. Okay, so those are the two kittens. And Alaska's sleeping on the couch, so she probably will not be over here. I'm almost done with my eyeliner. And I hate that I can never get both eyes the same, but I'm sure that's normal. I've heard a lot of people complain that they are the same way. So that's as good as it's gonna get, probably. All right. So now I'm gonna go in with the... Does that look right? Oh well. So now I'm gonna go in with the mascara, and I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm just gonna go in with that. So, also, what do you guys want to get for Christmas, like for gifts? I mean, I will tell you guys what I want. I don't actually have a very big wish list this year, because I already have like almost everything I need. Like, I am feeling very grateful for like being so fortunate to have a lot of the necessities. There's a couple of things for our house that would be nice to get. Like, we still have not gotten bath mats for the bathroom, for any of the bathrooms. So that would be a nice gift. I mean, there's obviously makeup that I always want because I love makeup. And do I need it? No, of course not. Of course not. But do I want it? Sure. So what kind of makeup products do I want? Let's see. There are these shadows. Well, I don't want to tell you because about that one in particular. I will explain that later. But what else do I want makeup-wise? Let's see. So I already bought the Conspiracy palette. That was like a big thing that I really wanted. But I would love to get, what is it called? What's it called? Mercury Retrograde palette. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I forget even what brand it is. I think it's like Huda Beauty or something. But I could be wrong about that. But it looks so cute. I love all the purple shades, and like it just looks awesome. It's very expensive, so that would be a great gift because I'm probably not going to buy it for myself. I just actually bought myself a couple of palettes from Too Faced, so I'm waiting for them. They might get here today, actually. I bought it last week, and like their shipping time is usually pretty good. So I could get those today or this week for sure. I'm positive it'll be this week. And once I get those, I'm going to add them to the project pan. So maybe I'll be lucky enough to randomly draw one of those shades, and then I can play with that for you guys. So that'll be fun. Oh, I have a clump. I'm so picky about my mascara, and yet I'm also cheap. Like, I don't want to spend a lot, and this is like a pretty affordable mascara, so I stick to it even though it kind of bothers me because it gets a little bit clumpy sometimes. Okay, let me just do the bottom. Okay, that eye's done. Yeah, I like this. It's coming together pretty good. What's another makeup product that I really want to try? Let's see. I'm trying to think. I've seen a lot of new releases lately, just like on other people's videos and stuff. Like, okay, so the Too Faced palettes I bought, I'm waiting for them to come, are the Gingerbread Spice palette, which I know that was like supposed to be a limited edition last year, and then they just brought it back, and I find that very annoying. Like, as much as I am benefiting from it this time because I didn't get it the first time around and now I can get it, like, which is great for me. But like in theory, I find that very annoying because a lot of people buy things that are limited edition because they want to be a part of it and they don't want to miss out, and they want to have an item, like a makeup item, that is coveted and that not everybody has. As much as that sounds stupid and petty and kind of like a really dumb way of thinking about purchasing, it is still a thing. Like, people, it is a reason for why people buy certain things. And then when you go and re-release it, then all of a sudden it's now everybody can get it. And like, that's the thing, is people, it's just human nature. Like, people want things sometimes because they're going to be one of the few people that gets to acquire that item. So once you make it like, oh, we're going to re-release it, then all of a sudden, like, it's kind of like you've almost tricked a bunch of people into buying it who maybe wouldn't have bought it if it was a permanent collection. Now, again, I don't feel like too much sympathy for those people because it's like, well, the only reason you're buying it is to like be the one person that gets to buy it or whatever. That's kind of lame. But then again, when I think about it, it's none of my business why people want to buy things, and if that's the reason why they want to buy it, then it's their money. I mean, they can buy whatever they want for whatever reasons they want. They can buy it if they want to use it to wipe their ass. Like, it's not up to me, like, what they do with, like, with their money and what they do with the product once they have it. So I don't like that marketing tactic to kind of be like, oh, it's exclusive, it's limited edition, and then being like, LOL, JK, it's not. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. But that being said, I'm not one of those people that usually buys things just because I want to be like, that's not typically a reason why I would buy something. I buy things just because I want to have them, not because no one else can get their hands on it. So for me, it worked out, and I bought that. So that's the Gingerbread Spice palette. Not the extra spicy, but just the original, because I found the extra spicy one was like a little more warm tones, and I actually prefer cool tones. I know a lot of people are not with me on that, but just for my skin tone, like, you can't tell really on camera, but I do have more of like a pink undertone to my skin versus a yellow undertone. I don't know if that comes through on camera, but in person it's true. And so I find the cool tones actually work better on me, and like the warm tones are better for people with a yellow undertone to their skin. So yes, the Gingerbread Spice palette. And then I also bought the Clover palette, which is an online exclusive. Again, not the reason I bought it. I don't really care if they want to do an online exclusive. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's limited edition. Maybe it is, but it's been there for a long time. Like, I've seen it and thought about buying it for months, and it's never gone away. So, pretty sure it's permanent, whether they say it is or not. Like, they seem to still have more in stock all the time. But I really liked the colors that came in that. There were, like, a lot of kind of greens and, like, mauve-y, pinky purples and stuff. So, those are kind of colors I really enjoy. So I got that one. And then the third one I got was the Sweet Peach palette, which is one that I've been wanting for a really long time. I've seen a lot of reviews on YouTube about it, and it looks really, really good. The shades look really usable, and it is a neutral palette, but that's like my jam. Like, I love neutral palettes, so I'm kind of down for that. So yeah, hopefully those are in the mail. Like, I might check like right after I film this to see if they're here, because I would love to do like an unboxing video or something, even though I just told you everything that I'm getting. But all right, the last thing I'm doing, try and wrap this up. It's literally been 45 minutes. Like, this is absurd. Okay, so the last thing I'm doing is just putting on my blush. Let me just find it here. And I use the, sorry, give me a second. Can't believe this. Nobody's gonna watch this video to the end. It's so long. Like, I am so sorry, you guys. I take forever to do my makeup, like, as you now know. But maybe I'll get faster if I do more. But okay, so this is the Tarte Party Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. Like, the shade is called Party, I think. And I've actually almost, like, there's a pretty sizable dent in there. I don't know if you can see that. But it's because it's like my go-to blush. Like, I always use this blush. So I might actually hit pan on it, which would be amazing. All right. Yeah, this looks good. I'm very happy with how this look turned out. I mean, I didn't venture too far from safe colors or anything, so I'm not surprised. Not surprised that I like how it looks. It's pretty neutral, it's pretty safe. Okay, so I'm done, and I'm going to wrap up this video like real quick because it's literally almost been an hour, and that's insane. So I will talk to you guys in the next video, and I will see you there. Okay, bye-bye, guys.